It doesn't matter too much whether we start by working on the marvering plate or we start using a block or any other. The purpose is the same, to control and cool the gather a little bit. And generally when we're starting beginners, because the marvering, what we call rolling on the plate is marvering, is such a basic skill that we always start students that way and then sometimes switch them over to using the block later on. But getting a nice uniform start is, the glass remembers all the way through a piece. If you get it thick on one side, it'll stay thick on one side all the way through. If it gets cold in one place, then you're fighting that. So there's a mistake that's made almost in every glassblower's early career of folding a bubble or having it collapse or overheat and the walls stick together inside. And most of the time that's considered, okay, throw it in the can and start over again. But I got curious about that issue when it happened to me and decided to see what I could do about controlling it. And I'm not the only one. There's other people that have played with it. But you can develop forms inside the bubble by pushing the glass wall in, and the glass, when one wall hits the other wall, they'll stick together. And so now you have things stuck inside the bubble. So that's, learn to play with that. It's become kind of a signature. So now, where I've pressed the bubble together in the middle, those two walls are stuck. No two are ever quite exactly the same, because if you'll notice, I didn't pinch that exactly in half. Even if I was trying, I wouldn't have been exactly in half. I like doing these in a little bit thicker kind of a form that's very optical, so the quality of the glass is really important. Okay, so now I've got this object. I could have put color in it. There's other kinds of things could be done, but I'm just gonna now go put another layer of glass over it to give it a smooth outside. So these tools, we call them a block, but it's a big wooden bowl. It's a real classical tool. On the mainland, they're made out of cherry wood or apple wood. Those are the two classical woods for it. We don't have a lot of cherry wood and apple wood here, so we've tested out plum and guava, and they both work pretty well. So with a little bit of blowing and a little bit of shaping, I can work this back into almost a perfect sphere. And this is about as close as you can get to actually putting your hand right on the glass. And it's wet newspaper, and newspaper, of course, is the same as wood fiber. They didn't always have newspaper. And so before newspaper, they used to use wet leather. If you could imagine what that might have smelled like when you were heating it up. Thank you. And people think, well, isn't all glass the same? No, it's not. There are thousands of different glass formulas, depending on whether you're making cookingware or reading glasses or windows. Okay, down. Roll, 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 roll. Okay, that was enough, I guess. I hope now. Okay, finding center is always a challenge.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you guys, I use files like crazy and you guys don't. So let's see how this goes. There's always potential for disaster. Nope, did fine. Good. That's the touchiest stage in the making of most pieces, is transferring it from one tool to another. We'll pull a little bit, thin out the edge. So what I'll do is I'll pull off that little bit of glass right there that was a little on the thick side. If there was any metal off the blowpipe or anything like that, that would also come off at that point. My other least favorite tool. Okay, it's as done as it's going to get. Anytime you've touched the glass with a cold tool, you've created a chill spot. So we'd always would reheat again, even if I'm going to go to the oven. Now I'm just going to chill at the back side of the punty and force that glass to be a little bit shocked, so it'll tap off at that point in the oven. So there you go. It's pretty good.